The numbers climbed, slowly at first, then faster. Each new subscriber was a tiny thrill, a small victory in the vast digital world. I watched the counter. It was a game I was winning. The goal was big, a number that felt important, a number that would mean something. I refreshed the page, again, and again. My heart beat a little faster with each click. It was close, so very close to the big one. Then it happened. The digits rolled over. 6 figures. A beautiful sight. 666,665. One more. Just one more. I held my breath. My eyes were glued to the screen. The refresh button was my best friend, or maybe my enemy. It was hard to tell sometimes. The anticipation was almost painful. A sweet kind of pain. The kind that comes before a big reward. I imagined the celebration. The post I would make. The thank yous. There it was. 666,666. The number blazed on my monitor, a strange symmetry, a perfect pattern of sixes. Excitement washed over me, pure, unfiltered joy. I had done it. We had done it, my community, my followers. But then, a small cold thought. It pricked the bubble of my happiness. 666. That number, it had a history, a weight. I tried to shake it off. It was just a number, right? The screen seemed to hum, or maybe it was just my tired eyes. The digits, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. They looked back at me, almost like eyes themselves, 6 of them, staring, judging. The initial thrill began to fade, replaced by something else, something I couldn't quite name, a little whisper of unease. It settled in the pit of my stomach, like a cold stone. This was supposed to be a triumph. Why did it suddenly feel off? I decided to check the comments, see the congratulations, the well wishes. That always made me feel good. The community was usually so positive, so supportive. I scrolled down. The usual messages were there. Congrats, you deserve it, amazing milestone. Each one should have lifted my spirits, but the unease lingered, that strange cold feeling from the number itself. It wouldn't leave me. It was a shadow over the celebration. Then I saw it, a new comment, from a new subscriber. The username was simple, too simple. At 666666, my blood ran cold. Just the username. No avatar, no history, just those 6 digits. The same digits on my subscriber count. It felt like a punch to the gut. This couldn't be a coincidence. It was too perfect, too deliberate. My fingers trembled as I moved the mouse. I had to see what they wrote. The comment was short, terse. We are watching. Just 3 words, but they echoed in my mind, loudly. Who was we? And why were they watching? It wasn't a threat, not exactly. But it wasn't friendly either. It was a statement. A cold, hard fact, delivered from an anonymous void. My heart hammered against my ribs. The room suddenly felt colder, darker. I looked around, as if someone might actually be there, in the room with me. I tried to laugh it off. A prank, a troll, someone trying to be edgy. That had to be it. People did strange things online, all the time. But the username, at 666666, and the timing, right as I hit that specific subscriber count, it was too much, too precise. The unease grew into a knot of fear. This wasn't just a random comment. This felt different. This felt personal and deeply, deeply wrong. I felt eyes on me, unseen, unknown. I needed to record a thank you video, push through the fear, act normal for my audience, for myself. I turned on my camera, the usual setup, lights, microphone. The small red recording light blinked on. I forced a smile, tried to sound enthusiastic. Hey everyone, I started. My voice sounded strange, distant, as if it wasn't my own. The words felt hollow. The smile felt like a mask, a poorly fitting one. The camera feed flickered just for a second. I paused. Was it a glitch? My equipment was usually reliable. I looked at the monitor. Everything seemed fine. I shrugged it off, continued talking, thanking my subscribers, trying to ignore the crawling sensation on my skin. The feeling of being watched intensified. It was no longer just a thought, it was a physical sensation, prickling, uncomfortable. I wanted to stop recording, to run. Then, it happened again, a bigger glitch. The image on my monitor froze, then stuttered, lines of static cut across my face, and in the background behind me, in the shadows of my room, a figure, tall, dark, indistinct. It was there for a split second, then gone. My heart stopped. I spun around, my chair screeched on the floor. There was nothing there, just my empty room, the posters on my wall, my bed, my window. Was I seeing things? The fear was making me paranoid, that had to be it. Stress, lack of sleep. But the image was seared into my brain, the shape of it, the stillness. It wasn't a trick of the light, it was something, or someone. I stared at the spot where it had been. The air felt heavy, charged, as if the room itself knew, as if the walls were holding their breath, waiting, watching, just like the comment said. My hands shook as I turned back to the computer. I had to get rid of that comment, delete it, block the user, erase any trace of it 666666. I clicked on the comment, the delete button seemed to mock me. I pressed it. Hard. A confirmation box popped up. Are you sure? Yes, I was sure. I clicked confirm. The page refreshed. My breath caught in my throat, waiting, praying for it to be gone. The comment was still there. We are watching, unchanged, untouched. I tried again. Delete, confirm, refresh. Still there. A cold sweat broke out on my forehead. This wasn't possible. I was the admin. I had control, didn't I? I tried to block the user. The system gave an error. User cannot be blocked. Panic began to set in. A real suffocating panic. I was trapped. This thing, whatever it was, had a hold. Then I looked at my subscriber count. It was still 666,666. I refreshed the page again and again. It didn't change, not up, not down. It was frozen, stuck, as if time itself had stopped on that cursed number. My channel was a monument to it, to them, whoever they were. The joy of the milestone was gone, replaced by a creeping horror, a horror that was now a permanent part of my online existence. The number was a brand. It's 2025, June 4th. The comment is still there. The count is still the same. I don't know what to do. I share this story as a warning, a question. Look at your own numbers, your followers, your subscribers. Are they just digits? Or is something else counting along with you? Something watching from the spaces between the code? Go on, check your count, right now. What do you see? Have you ever experienced something unsettling online? A comment that felt too real? A glitch that showed you something that shouldn't be there? Tell me. I need to know I'm not alone.